Let's be honest, new gen villains aren't built like OG villains. Villains like Madara, Aizen, Frieza, you know what I'm trying to say? Villains that make you feel like they were legit threats in their respective series. In today's video, we want to talk about the exception to this rule. We want to talk about the exception when it comes to new gen villain, and that would be Sukuna from JJK. What's up guys, my name is Richard from Rios11. And in today's video, we want to talk about the best new gen villain, which is Sukuna. Someone who has the same aura like the great Madara, Aizen, etc. And generally in this video, we want to know if Sukuna is in the same realm as the OG when it comes to their respective series. So if you like anything I'm about to say, please consider subscribing, sharing, and most importantly, leaving a like. That will really go a long way. So, to make things easier for both you and I, we're going to check if Sukuna has 3 distinct features to make him qualify for the new best gen villain. And what are these features, you ask? Well, they are charisma, unpredictability, and acts. So for charisma, I think it is self-explanatory. Is the villain charismatic? Like, let's take Madara for example. Whenever Madara is always on screen, we know something big is about to go down. He knows how to hold everybody's attention, and honestly, both villains and protagonists can't help but admire his strength. The same thing also goes for Aizen and Frieza, or literally any top OG villain you might know. As for unpredictability, this is perhaps the most important one. Because when I say unpredictability, I mean both characters in the anime and we, the audience who are watching the anime. For me, I feel that a real villain is somebody who is so much of a threat that we, the audience, don't even know what to expect anytime we see him on screen. We don't know if the protagonist or his companion has what it takes to take him down, and we are always on the edge of our seats, hoping the good guys don't lose. As a perfect example, let's take Frieza. When Frieza was first introduced, we knew that the OZ fighters were cooked because we knew he was a threat when he killed Vegeta. We knew things were not going to go well for Goku and his team. And another example is Aizen. When Aizen was in Katakura town, we didn't know if the Soul Society would win. And when he used his ability on everyone, that was just epic. So generally, unpredictability is a very important factor. Lastly, let's talk about arcs. Like I usually say, no good anime villain is without a broken ability. Let's take Madara for example. He has this Sharingan, he has the Ashirama Cell, he even has the Rinnegan. Like Madara is just built different. And don't even get me started with Aizen. Aizen has Kyoka Sugetsu, which is just broken. I mean, the ability to control a person or a group of people, 5 senses, is just broken. This is literally Genjutsu on steroids at this point. So yeah, every great villain must have a broken ability. So yeah, generally these are the 3 features that we're going to use to gauge whether Sukuna is truly the best new gen villain and an overall villain like the greats like Madara, Aizen, Frieza, etc. So let's just break things down. But before we do that, I would like to give a quick history on who Sukuna is for those who don't know who Sukuna is. And I'll leave a timestamp for the ones that do know so that you can just skip this part if you'd want to skip it. So, who is Sukuna? Full name, Real Man Sukuna. Well, Sukuna is also known as the King of Curses and is the main antagonist in JJK. The strongest sorcerer in history, Sukuna turned himself into a curse object 1,000 years ago by transferring his soul into 20 of his indestructible finger. Sukuna's ability are Cleave and Dismantle. Cleave being a slash attack in which Sukuna adjusts his slash attack to fit the enemy's curse energy and toughness to cut them down in one full sweep. Unless he uses his domain expansion, Sukuna must always make physical contact with the target in order to activate Cleave. And Dismantle is also a slash attack in which Sukuna is capable of using his curse energy to slash at a target from both close and long range. It can cut through both inanimate object and curse spirit with ease. Sukuna also has a domain expansion, which is more like his ultimate attack, in which he creates a domain that is as big as 200 meters, in which both Cleave and Dismantle reign on everything within the domain. which truly makes Sukuna a force to be reckoned with. And one of Sukuna's greatest ability is the ability to understand course technique, which is like JJK's power system. So he understands it to such a level that with just seeing it once is able to understand a person's course technique, and he is also able to replicate it if it's something that he can do. So yeah, this is just a basic introduction to Sukuna. We're going to use the 3 factors to check if Sukuna is truly the greatest new gen villain. So let's start with charisma. Does Sukuna have charisma as a villain? Is he able to be the center of attention when he's in the room? Is he able to make people respect him when they hate him? And I would definitely say yes. Anytime Sukuna is on screen, he has the ability to not only draw the attention of anyone in the series, but he also has the ability to draw the attention of the audience watching the series. Like, there is no time Sukuna is on screen that we, the audience, think is overstayed his welcome. In fact, I'll go out of my way to say that we, the audience, always anticipate his appearance in the series. And that to me just shows how much of a unit Sukuna is in the series. Now let's talk about the unpredictability. Is Sukuna unpredictable? Well, the answer to that question is we'll just have to look at the second and the third time Sukuna took over Yuji's body. Now, no spoilers is going to be involved in this video. We're just going to talk about the season 1 and the season 2 of JJK. The second time Sukuna took over Yuji's body was during the Ishii Detention Center arc, where in order for Yuji to save his friends and defeat a core spirit, he allowed Sukuna to take control of his body. Now, I can still remember when this happened. I didn't think the aftermath of the situation would be Sukuna holding Yuji hostage in his own body, or during the Shibuya incident when Sukuna used Yuji's body to destroy the whole of Shibuya. So what exactly am I trying to say? Well, Sukuna is just unpredictable in his action that anytime he's on screen, you know something is about to go down. And that's one thing I love about this character. Anytime we do see him, we the audience know that we are in for a treat, and we know that something bad is about to go down. And for me, that is why I feel Sukuna is the best new gen villain. Because juxtapose that to All For One or Muzan from Demon Slayer or any other new gen villain, they just don't feel unpredictable when it comes to their action. Anytime they are on screen, we know that somebody can stop them if they try to act out. Like, definitely it won't be easy to stop them, but they can be subdued. We know that if All For One acts out, One For All can definitely take him down. Hell, even Deku or Bakugo, if they team up together, can take him down. So it's not really much of a threat anytime we see him, because we know that yes, it's going to take a while, but we know that either One For All, Deku or Bakugo, or any other character, if they work together, they can definitely take him out. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So generally, Sukuna is just that effective of a villain, in my opinion. And finally, let's talk about arcs. Like I say, any good villain must always have a good arcs or technique, and Sukuna has a lot going for him. Not only is his understanding of Jujutsu top notch, he's downright crazy. Like, Sukuna be doing things that just rival that of the Six Eyes. Like, not only does he know how to optimize his course technique, that it's almost comparable to that of the Six Eyes. He's able to understand a person's course technique by just seeing it once in action. And the craziest thing is that he's also able to copy people's ability by seeing it once. At this point, I wonder how crazy Sukuna would have been if he had the Six Eyes under his control. But I guess that's a video for another day. So generally, what am I trying to say? Well, I guess when you look at all these 3 factors I just laid down, and you really think about it, Sukuna to me is the best new gen villain, and honestly, I don't think there is any other villain that come close to him when it comes to being a villain. And the craziest thing is that the only person that would say come close to Sukuna when it comes to all this factor would probably be Mahito. And Mahito is also from JJK, because Mahito was a menace. Honestly, like, the only thing that Mahito didn't have was charisma. But Mahito had the rest. He had the arcs, he had the unpredictability factor. He just didn't have the charisma to hold everything all together. Like, honestly, JJK is just ahead of his time. So yeah, guys, that'll be all for today's video, guys. If you like anything I had to say, you know what to do. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. That will really, really, really be doing me a big favor. And what do you think? Who is your best new gen villain? Like, do you think that Sukuna is the best new gen villain? And if you have any counter argument, you can always drop down in the comment section. And yeah, let's chat up over there. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video, guys, once again. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys later.